Welcome to day 2 of the Art of Literature and Photography project. Today we will review how to use the Art Studio app to create text that goes on top of our edited photograph. So buckle up and let's get ready to make some artwork! Today's learning target is I can combine text and photography to create a message about myself. Start by finding the Art Studio app, or any art app in which you can use text, by tapping File, New, and Create. Then insert your photograph by tapping File, Import from Photos. It's always good to start with adding a layer before you even get to your artwork. Your first option today is to type out all your text. If you tap that T in the toolbar on the left, you will get this pop-up menu. The white box on the left is where you type. The box that currently says Helvetica is where you can select your font. You can also tap the colors to select custom colors or colors that are preset in your device. You can move it around by just tapping your fingers. You can also rotate it. To change the size, you need to use that slider bar that you see right under where you selected your font. And you can also change if it's centered, if it's to the right or to the left. Once you're done with your font, you can click that Done in the bottom right corner. Art Studio automatically makes all text one continuous line, so what you can see I'm doing right here is that I'm looking at my photograph and finding the breaks so that I can start breaking up my text to look more like a paragraph as opposed to one continuous line. Let's say I want to reuse the same block of text. What I can do in the layer bar is right next to the plus where we add a layer, there's a box with a plus sign on the inside, and it just duplicates the layer. Since I'm still selected on the text tool, all I do is I tap on the home screen once I've duplicated my layer and select Edit Text on Current Layer. Let's say I like this block of text but I don't like the size of it. What I'm currently doing is using the Layer tool to merge down all my layers into one, and then I would just go Edit, Transform Layer, Move Scale and Rotate, as opposed to altering each individual layer of text. Make sure that you are selected on the correct layer. If I'm selected on the font tool and try to draw, it won't work. So I have to select back to my blank layer in order to draw on top. Your second option is to handwrite the words that you want to add. I am just using the pencil tool and I'm taking my time writing out each letter. The way that you would do this is make sure you have a layer added on top of your photograph. That way if you want to bucket fill or do anything else, it won't mess the photograph at all. One helpful tip, if you want to make sure your font is lining up, I realized that first off I wanted my letters to be bigger, but I also wanted to make sure that they were lining up. So I drew a line to kind of help guide what I was writing out. You can add your line as an extra layer and then just delete it when you're done. You can also combine the two. I started by drawing out the lines that were handwritten and then I started typing. A really easy way, if you want to do something like this where you repeat the words, is just to duplicate the layer of the font that you want to repeat. I just duplicated, merged them together, and then just kept copying them and layering them up. As you're working, make sure you are saving and saving often. I get a really good start on my background, and then Art Studio just quits and kicks me out, and I lose my progress, so I have to start again. So save yourself from frustration and save often. Once you have finished today, please upload your final artwork to Seesaw. You can either export your image or you can take a screenshot and then crop it. If you finish a bit early, feel free to tell us about your work. Where is your text from? What story does it tell with your photograph? What do you hope people see or learn from your artwork? Or anything else you want to tell us about your work? You're answering slides 1 and 2. Slides 3 and 4 are going to be the examples. Once you've filled it out, tap that green check for approval.